What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video on the channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing something different. We're going to be doing a Clash Royale video. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe, as it does help out a lot. And yeah, let's just jump right into this. So, I'm going to talk about Clash Royale, but mostly I want to talk about Fire Spirits, or Fire Spirit as it is now. So about I think 2 months ago or something, they came out with a nerf of Fire Spirits. Now, well, first of all, I think we should talk about Clash Royale. So Clash Royale is a mobile video game that's been one of the biggest mobile video games for the past 5 years or maybe even longer than that. And yeah, it's just a game that I'm still playing to this day. Now, I should probably give you guys my deck, because that factors into this video, and it's not a copy deck, because if you copy decks, you're literally just stop playing the game, I swear to God. So I got Skeleton Army, Zap, Fire Spirit, Valkyrie, Bat, Inferno Tower, Lumberjack, and Inferno Dragon. Now I know what you might be thinking, that sounds like it's trash because you don't have a main attacking card and you have two Infernos in the same deck, but I mean, I created this account I think 4 months ago or something, and I made it to 5,943 trophies last season. So yeah, and if you don't know, the season just reset, and I'm now at 5,519 trophies, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, so I was 2 wins away from Masters, which if you don't know, they changed it. Masters is now at 6,000 trophies. As a level 10 with that deck. Now I also sometimes use my other deck, which also isn't copied, because if you copy your decks, just make your own deck. Come on, I've made 2 of them. But I got Tesla, Zap, Princess, Valkyrie, Goblin Barrel, Skarmy, Bats, and Mini P.E.K.K.A. And now I know what you might be thinking. Well, that sounds very similar to some other decks that I know. Yeah, but is it copied? No, because I made that deck by myself. I wanted to have a Goblin Barrel deck, but I didn't want to do, the Knight, Ice Spirit, Log, Princess, Cycle, Goblin Barrel deck. No, I want to actually create my own deck. So yeah, I created that one. But yeah, I think we should start talking about Fire Spirits now. So yeah, as you saw in my first deck, I had Fire Spirits, or I still have Fire Spirits in my deck. Now, I had Fire Spirits in my deck. I created this account, or I was using this deck since I don't know, 4 years ago or something. So I was using this deck when it was Fire Spirits. Now, Fire Spirits would be 3 Fire Spirits. Now they aren't, or they weren't as powerful as the one Fire Spirit is now, obviously, but they were 2 elixir, and you could spawn 3 Fire Spirits that would jump in and die and blow up stuff around them, or do damage to stuff around them when they die, when they jump in. So yeah, that card was actually pretty good, not gonna lie. I mean, I know some people slept on it because it's a 2 elixir card or something, but I really liked it. And actually, just as a side note, my deck actually wasn't the same. It was Valkyrie, Lumberjack, Bat, Inferno Tower, Zap, Fire Spirits, and what was the other one that I didn't say? Skarmy, I think. But then, just basically, it's my old deck, or the deck that I just said, except for I switched. I had Rock instead of Inferno Tower, but since freaking Electro Giant is so OP now, I had to get Inferno Tower in my deck. But yeah, so here's my problem. So they had Fire Spirits that was actually a balanced card. It might have been a little bit better than a balanced card. It was a good card. It wasn't a bad card, but still, there were definitely cards better than it. And then for some reason, they decided to nerf Fire Spirits, and they didn't nerf Electro Giant, which was literally the most OP card. I mean, still is the most OP card in the game. They didn't nerf it, but they decided to nerf Fire Spirits. I mean, I guess they wanted to make it all the other spirit cards with it's just a 1 elixir and you get 1 Fire Spirit. But here's the thing: Fire Spirits, it's not like Ice Spirit, which freezes it, or Electro Spirit, which zaps it, or Heal Spirit, which heals your troops. Fire Spirits doesn't do anything on top. So it made sense that you had 3 because that's what makes you unique. Like all the other ones have their own power that makes it unique, but Fire Spirits doesn't have any power. It just does the same thing except for it does a little bit more damage. So like that was what makes it unique, but like they nerfed it so that you've only got 1 of them now. So that was just bad, man. Like I mean, it wasn't a bad card. It just like basically only had 1 use, and that was countering Goblin Barrels. Anything else, it didn't really do too well. I'm not gonna lie. And like I used to rely on it to counter Scarmies. I used to rely on it to counter Minion Horde, Minions, Bats, like Goblin Gang. Didn't really do all those anymore. It only countered Goblin Barrel, which was fine because I actually didn't have a counter for Goblin Barrel in my deck. I usually just use Skeleton Army or Zap if the Goblin Barrel is like low enough level, where the Zap kills it. But yeah, so I started using Fire Spirit. It's basically a log replacement. Just use it to counter the Fire Spirits, or no, not to counter the Fire Spirit, to counter the Goblin Barrel, and basically. I mean, you could also use it to pull the Firecracker. I mean, you can still do this, but yeah, you just basically place it so the Firecracker shoots it. And then since the Fire Spirit's fast enough, the Firecracker will actually miss the Fire Spirit. It will activate the King Tower, and the Fire Spirit will, I mean, it doesn't really matter if it misses, but yeah, if you're really lucky and the Firecracker is actually low enough level, the tower will actually kill the Firecracker, and your Fire Spirit will actually go on free. And not die. So that's actually a nice little tip there. But basically, I either would cycle my Fire Spirit because it had no use and try to get 250 damage on the tower, or I would use it to counter Goblin Barrel. Well, here's the thing: they nerfed it again. Now, to their credit, they did nerf Electro Giant by taking its health down by a little bit. I don't know. But they nerfed Fire Spirits again. Come on, what are you doing? You already nerfed it, now you double nerfed it. So now they made it so it doesn't counter Goblin Barrel. So then what the hell does it do now? It doesn't do anything. It's so bad. Why would you nerf Fire Spirit? It was, and apparently it was because the Goblin Barrel users complained or something. Come on. It's better to nerf Goblin Barrel by having Fire Spirit counter it and nothing else. Because Goblin Barrel is one of the most OP cards in the game. Come on. You need more counters for Goblin Barrel than just, log or arrows. If you don't have log or arrows in your deck, you're screwed. And it used to be Fire Spirits, you know. They changed it so the one Fire Spirit would kill the whole goblin, all 3 goblins. But not anymore, because Goblin Barrel users complained. But what about Fire Spirit users now? Now Fire Spirit just doesn't do anything. So then what the hell are we supposed to do, huh? The one use that it actually had was that it countered Goblin Barrel. Now, I mean, I guess it kills half of the Skeleton Army. It kills the Goblin Gang if the Goblin Gang literally just spawned. I mean, it still kills bats. I mean, it doesn't kill minions, doesn't kill minion hordes, so then what the hell are we supposed to use it for? So, yeah, I don't know. It's just basically you're making Fire Spirit unplayable, which is really sad because I was a big advocate for Fire Spirits as, a really good card in the game. Fire Spirits and Bats were, 2 cards that were very low elixir and yet still were, extremely valuable for their elixir, and now they just, they're just bad, man. I don't know what to say. They're just bad. And, on top of that, you're not only nerfing Fire Spirits, but you're also nerfing Furnaces. So you're nerfing 2 cards in one, and you're basically giving a buff to Goblin Barrel, which doesn't need a buff, and you're giving a buff to, or not giving a buff, but you're never nerfing Electro Giant, where you should be nerfing Electro Giant, where literally, if you have Electro Giant and a Zap or a Lightning, it's uncounterable. It's literally uncounterable. So, yeah, why can't you just nerf the actual cards that actually need nerfs and actually, Fire Spirit was nowhere close to OP. It was honestly a bad card, except for that one application. Otherwise, it's a bad card. And then you nerfed it again. Now, Fire Spirits was actually a good card, and then you nerfed it, and then it became Fire Spirit, and it was a bad card with 1 bright spot, and now it's just a bad card with no bright spots. And that's just really frustrating because, it was balanced before. and you say that you made balance changes to the card, but you didn't make any balance changes to the cards because, well, the card freaking sucks now. Like, how is that balanced? Do you just want, like, do you just hate Fire Spirits or something? Like, I just don't get it, man. I don't get it, and I've always said that Fire Spirits is the, like, the Alpha Spirit card, even when it got nerfed the first time. But now that it got nerfed the second time, honestly, Ice Spirit's probably better, not gonna lie, because at least it freezes it. And, I mean, even Electro Spirit can counter a Skarmy better than a Fire Spirit can, which should be the Fire Spirit's main counter, is Skarmy. So, yeah, I don't get it. I don't know why they keep on, like, nerfing Fire Spirit, but hopefully they stop nerfing it, and I really hope and pray that they bring it back to the 3 Fire Spirits, because that was just Fire Spirits at its peak, and it was a really balanced card, and now it just sucks. So, yeah, this was the death of Fire Spirit, so I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Too easy!